This lecture will be about mounds and pyramids. Now, before I start, I would like to first give respect to some teachers and scholars of the past. Dr. Ben, Quasi, John Henry Clark, all of these people have told the truth about Africa, in my estimation of them. Now, the reason why I say they have told the truth about Africa, because each one of these teachers put the beginning of African civilization in the south of Africa, and in their word, built pyramids from the south on up to the north, and learning and building better pyramids as they went until it pinnacled in Egypt. This is the truth. They have actually looked at the material and discovered exactly how the civilization of Africa came about. I totally agree. And the word of the day is that they followed the development of the pyramids and the styles of pyramids getting better going down the Nile. And this will be very important to understand in this lecture, is to understand development. Now, with that said, we're going to focus on Indian mounds. Indian mounds are pyramids in the earliest stages. The first pyramids were made of earth. I have documentation and citations that will be rolling on the screen as I go through this lecture. You're able to look up the material and know for yourself. Mounds were the first pyramids. Now, these mounds in North America is littered with these mounds. Some were used for burial. Some were used for defense. A lot was used to store food. There were many different reasons for making earthen pyramids. One of the most important reasons for making these pyramids was for burial. Now, just as you can trace the advancement of pyramid making from the south of Africa, you can also trace the beginnings of pyramids ever being made from the northern Americas, called North America, going down to the South America. And these pyramids were made of earth. Now, you ask why they changed the system from earth pyramids to stone pyramids. There's a very practical answer to that. As you're moving from North America and your civilization is growing and you're building as you go, these Indians use the material available to them to build their mounds. That's why these mounds were built of earth. That was the material. When they got toward Mexico, you have to understand, Mexico is a mountainy, barren desert. You cannot build earthen mounds with the materials that are in Mexico. So, what was the available material? Stone building of pyramids began because the available material in Mexico was stone. So, the natives began building with stone, their mounds out of stone. And they found as they were doing this, as they migrated through the desert of Mexico, they came back to land that did have the materials from their beginnings, which was dirt and rock. They found that building with stone was more durable. And from the hundreds of years of them doing it, they got professional at it. So you have the birth. And it is clearly seen the development to making stone pyramids. Now, the word of the day was development. You cannot look and see the development of stone pyramids anywhere in Africa. The development of stone pyramids came from earthen mounds. The only mounds that you're going to find in Africa are termite mounds. They have absolutely no trace or no proof of development. These people didn't just up one day decide they're going to start building pyramids out of stone. The only place that you're going to find the development of pyramids is in the Americas, preferably North America. Now, so, as I said before, citations are up on the wall. These lectures I give are not very long lectures because when you're telling the truth, it doesn't take a lot of time. The only time you need to talk a lot is when you're trying to justify or explain a lie. So with that, I bid you people search the citations, research them. They're all up there. We only use certified and credible documentation for our research. You're not going to find us quoting a lot of these new authors. We use material from the 1800s when people seem to have an urge to be more truthful. And we try to use government documents whenever possible. So with that, comments for this lecture will be open. Citations are on the screen, and that's it.